Hey everybody, happy Saturday. Let me know if you can hear me okay, because I'm in a new location. I'm down at my mom's in Veneta, Oregon, so I could bring my daughter down to see her cousins and grandma and aunts and uncles and 12 puppies. So my mom's double doodle just had a bunch of adorable puppies, and they're a month old right now. Hey, Michael, how is your day? Let me know where you are coming in from. It'd be great to know. So I kind of wanted to just pop in and just say hey and connect with y'all, reflect a little bit about what's been going on these past few lives we've been doing. There's been a lot of them. We've been talking about the ways herbs can impact your life, the way herbs have dramatically changed my life, the way they've changed my students' lives, the way that it is like the most empowering thing you can do for yourself and for your family and for the planet. It's been a really good time. So for those of you that don't know me yet, my name's Mel. Hello. I'm a clinical herbalist. I am an herbal products formulator. I own an herbal products company called Mountain Bells Essential Goods. There's my little logo. And I make a line of functional herbal teas and herbal first aid goods. And I love to teach people to use plants as medicine in a safe and effective way so that you can take some of your health back into your own hands and just kind of shout out some of the secrets that we've been that have been hidden for us for several years these days. Doing good in Tennessee. I love Tennessee. I lived in Georgia in the 90s, and I love to say that all my best times living in Atlanta were spent up in Tennessee. So I hung out around Marysville and Townsend. I love to explore the Smoky Mountains. I think they're absolutely magical. So spent a lot of time there. It was really amazing. That was well before I recognized that I would become an herbalist, and what a difference that has made in the world, for me at least. So just knowing how to use plants as medicine when I need it, being able to add an extra an extra 8 months onto my best friend's life because of my knowledge of using herbs and plants as medicine, and I want to share that stuff with you. So I'm super pumped that you're here. If you have people that you think would love to learn more about using plants as medicine and the medicines that are inside your kitchen cabinet right now, go ahead and invite them over. We're gonna chat quite a bit about that. Because the reality is there is so much medicine in our kitchen cabinet. The culinary herbs that you use to flavor your foods are amazing for your digestive health. And when you take great care of your digestive health, you're taking care of your immune system, you're taking care of your nervous system, you're suddenly able to focus better, you have clearer skin, your body aches less, you feel so much better. It's amazing. And people often ask me, hey, where do I start? Like, if I'm just going to start using herbs. Ooh. So the wind and the rain are picking up around me, and my mom's got these beautiful wind chimes behind me. But I've got a house filled with puppies and kids and madness. So I figured I'd come outside and share this class with you guys. It's it's been fun. The puppies are so cute, guys. So cute. Like little baby, month-old little blondies and red-haired little golden doodles is what they're called. So they're like this mix of Labradoodle and Retriever, I believe. Anyways, herbs are what we're talking about. And I just got some ladies' mantle tea. How often can I have a glass? Hey, Tiffany in the Pacific Northwest. Where are you in the Pacific Northwest? I'm in Veneta, Oregon right now, but I live up on Mount Hood. I'm at my mom's house right now. So, it depends on what are you taking your ladies' mantle for. So this is a question I get a lot. Like, I have XY herb. What do I take here and now, and why? But the reality is, you guys, for those of you that don't know, hello, I'm Mel. I'm a clinical herbalist. I love to teach people how to use plants as medicine. I formulate my own herbal product line as well, and I have a freaking blast. I really just think that the more people out there that use plants as medicine, the better chance we have at saving this precious planet. So that is my mission. Right. I definitely get that you've got the ladies' mantle for hormonal balance issues. And I love Olympia. That area is beautiful. And I still don't know you. So, start low is what I recommend in general. If that's how we're going to go, just in general with herbalism. And when you're taking an herb for a specific thing, you want to start low and then gradually increase. If you're not feeling anything, then maybe add your dosage. Make a stronger cup of tea. Drink it 4 times a day instead of 2. Those are the things you can consider. But I can't give you a direct answer because I'm not working with you. I don't have your whole health history. I don't know what else is going on. I don't know if I would give you another protocol along with the ladies' mantle because you are unique. You are amazing. And the herbs are unique and amazing too. So that, you're right. But that's where it gets really complex. So I'm not here to give you direct health advice. What I do is teach people how to use plants as medicine, how to choose how much medicine to use at what time, when, and why. And it's really a complex thing. I've been studying herbalism for 20 years. So, it's a lifelong journey. I know I have a long way to go. I also know I know more than most of the population of our country, and it's my time to share it. So I do have a free class coming up if you want to get started with me. I have a class coming up next week. It is called From Pills to Plants. I'm going to walk you through 8 of the most potent herbal remedies you probably have right inside your kitchen cabinet right now. I am also going to share with you some of the biggest secrets that the drug companies are trying to keep from us. And they're doing it so they can keep making oodles and gobs of money and keep the power in their hands and out of ours. So we're going to talk about that as well. And we're going to talk about what you can do to kind of work around their trickery and bunch of poop. Your mother-in-law uses plants as medicine, but in a spiritual sense. I use them in both senses. So, I use them in many, many, many ways. So if you have people like your mother-in-law or other friends that would dig this talk we're about to have, please share it with them. Share it. There's a little button down below. That would be stellar. There's so many uses for plants. It's amazing. And that's why it's a lifelong study. A couple other things we're going to touch on in the free class coming next Wednesday or Thursday, where you're just going to discover how to use plants as medicine in a safe and effective way so that you can take better care of yourself and take better care of your family, take better care of our planet. I'm going to give you 3 of my absolute best tips to get your kids to actually like your herbal remedies, because if you're like me, maybe you have a kid that happens to be really, really picky when it comes to putting anything in their mouths. My daughter's 8. She's super picky. So part of the trickery to getting your kids to take herbs and remedies is to be able to make it taste super yummy. Totally photography, which is more true to its potency, oils or tinctures. It's really going to depend on what you're using the herb for and where it's being applicated. I'm not an advocate of ingesting essential oils. Just not. Maybe in tiny doses, like when you get a good mint, a breath mint, sure, but I don't find that to be the safest thing to do out there, especially when we have other ways. It's also not very sustainable. I do use essential oils. I do not ingest them. I use them topically for various things, and I use them for aromatherapy purposes. And yes, Tiffany, in the Pacific Northwest, or Oli, it does depend on the plant, the part of the plant, what you're using it for, who you're using it with. And this is where I'm saying that herbs are so complex. It's more, we in the Western world, we are trained to take a pill to fix this. take a pill to fix that. Sure, you may have a long list of side effects for that pill that fixed that one thing, and then you got a new pill to fix the next thing, and then the next pill to fix the next thing, and it really becomes a really complicated and disgusting and gross mess. But we're trained to think, oh, take this for that. And that's why people come to me and they say, hey, Mel, I have XYZ going on. What herbs should I take? And the reality, my friends, is that herbs do not work that way. It's really more complex. Sure, you can pick an herb that is really ideal for an acute situation, right? That can help you right then. But as herbalists, we try to get to the root cause of a problem, especially when we're talking about something like hormonal imbalance. I'm not going to just say, here's your one herb, you're good to go, have fun, congrats. I want to know you. I want to know how your body works. And that's what I teach people also. Hey, Alex, Natalie, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Thanks for being here also. Oh yeah, so my mission is to teach you how your body works so that you can then become really, really good at learning which herbs you can choose, when to choose them. Because sometimes you're going to find an herb, you might have one particular situation happening in your life, some health issue that you're not happy with, that also affects you in another area of your life or your body. For instance, maybe you have some inflammation in the gut that you're trying to deal with, but it causes you this extreme amount of stress. And maybe you only have 3 herbs around, and you've got an herb that's great for the gut, and you've got an herb that's great for, stress or whatever. But sometimes you can also have an herb that might cover all of the bases that you need. And so it sounds really crazy and complex right now. It's definitely more than I can cover in a live class, or no, in this live session, chatting with you guys and chatting at random. But my point being is that it's a complex process, and so much of the power that you can have in your own hands to take these herbs and to use herbs and to do it in a wise way instead of just throwing herbal spaghetti at the wall hoping that it works is by learning how your body works, and then learning how the herbs work, and then learning how the herbs work with you and your unique body and your unique symptoms. And that is how I can help you. I can't come on here and tell you what herb to take care of your health problem right now, not unless you're a client of mine and we've done a proper intake, and I don't want to damage you further. I want to help you. I want to help you heal so you don't have to keep coming back and repeating the process over and over and over, right? And for me, the best ways that I can do that is to empower you to learn more of these things. Dawn's crazy journey. You got a crazy journey too? I got one of those. I am so glad you're excited to learn. I really get giddy and geek out on teaching this stuff. So if I get rambly, that's why. And if you guys are excited to learn, just so you know, I do have a free live class coming up, a little more formatted, where we're actually going to get through things that's not just me rambling, and it's called From Pills to Plants. And I am going to help you discover how you can start to use herbs and plants as medicine in a very safe and very effective way. And you know what? In a tasty way also, because if it does not taste great, nobody in your family is going to take the herbs. Then they're going to think that the herbs don't work. And then you're going to head back to the drugstore for that random bottle of crappy old syrup that has who knows what's it called in there, because how in the world could you pronounce those ingredients? Whew, did I go on a rant? I did. Okay. I'm back. Glent, 1948. Thank you so much for sharing this, and thank you so much for all of your loves and your likes. I really, really appreciate you. If you want to join me for the upcoming class, you can do it. There's a link in my bio. I think it's like take my free herb class. It's happening on Wednesday and Thursday of next week. It's going to be a lot of fun. I have a workbook for you because I talk really, really fast. We're going to cover a lot in there. We're going to cover 8 of the most potent remedies that you have already inside of your kitchen cabinet. Because the reality is, y'all, There's so much medicine in there. It's beautiful. It's amazing. There are things in there that can help you with your sinus infections when you're really stuck and congested. It can be so amazing and so much less stressful when you actually know, like, I live in the middle of nowhere, right? So it's like a 30-minute drive just to get to the store for me. So when something happens in my family, knowing that I can just walk to my kitchen cabinet and be like, oh, everything's okay. This is great. I have what I need on hand. I've got antibacterial herbs to fight off bacterial infections. I've got antiviral herbs to fight off viral infections. I've got aromatic herbs to help with tummy upset and cramping and gassiness and bloating. I've got aromatic herbs to help with congestion and stuffiness. I have herbs on hand that can calm stressed out nerves. And my baby girl gets stressed out real quick. She deals with anxiety a lot. And we're working on like other tools and things that we can use, but I'm so grateful that we have plants for this also. Dawn, middle of nowhere is peaceful. I love living out in the boonies. Yeah, I really do too. I've lived in big cities. I've lived in small town, middle of nowhere, Nebraska. I lived in Atlanta, Georgia before I moved out to Oregon. Oh, goodness, puppy. I'm at my mom's and there's 4 adult dogs here and 12 baby puppies that are a month old that are super duper precious. So if you hear a random doggy pounding or like going crazy and barking, that's why. Christine 333, I have pounding sinus headaches. Help, please. One, I am so sorry that you are dealing with your sinus headaches. That sounds super fun. I'd have a ton of questions for you, but immediately I would consider doing some herbal steams with what you have in your kitchen cabinet. Try some rosemary, which has a great affinity for bringing circulation to your brain. It's also going to help just kind of clear out the sinuses if you're doing an herbal steam with it. And it's such a simple process just to try. I want you to put a little bit of rosemary. If you have some peppermint, phenomenal. I will show the puppies before I get off the live. But they're sleeping right now. And then you're just going to put a little bit, like 1 to 3 teaspoons in there in a metal or a glass bowl, and then pour hot water over that bowl, drape a towel over your head, and I want you to breathe that in for as long as you can. Then I would want to know a lot more about you, what's going on in your life, what is triggering your sinus headaches, and there's a lot of variables that go into it, but just for the sake of like, you need relief and you need some help right now, that's what I'm going to recommend for you. So let me know, reach out to me if you try it and let me know if that helps or not. And if you, you and the rest of the world, right? What isn't going on in your life? Oh my goodness. Our world is whack. I feel really grateful that, I get to embrace nature as much as possible. And I kind of live in my own little bubble, I guess. I work for myself and I've got my family and my doggies and I kind of hang out there. Somebody is inviting me to go live together and I don't know who this is or what that means. So I'm going to decline. It is a crazy time and we can use herbs during this time to keep our nervous system strong and to keep us at our best individual selves. So the world's big and scary out there. We can spend all of our time bugging out and stressing about it, or we can work on ourselves. We can make a difference for ourselves and for our families. We can use herbs to support our nervous system, to keep us well nourished, to keep us strengthened and healthy. We can use herbs instead of heavily polluting pharmaceuticals, to just offer our earth a little peace, a little rest, maybe make some shift in the way our society works in these days. Somebody has a need to go really fast in my mom's neighborhood. And that's what I'm here to do, guys. I want to help inspire more people to use plants as medicine. That means you. I want you to be able to teach your family and your friends how to use plants as medicine in a safe and effective way, because the more of us that are using plants as medicine instead of toxic and polluting pharmaceuticals and over-the-counter drugs that have been proven, many of them have been proven to be no more effective than a glass of Kool-Aid. Let's use less of those and use more plants that you can grow in your own garden, more plants that you can make your own remedies with, more plants that you can add into your own foods and meals. Dog Mom 101. I'm a dog mom too. Actually, I've got 12 puppies I'm going to show you guys because I do want to get off this live really quick. I have to take these puppies, the grown dogs, to the dog park. Do you guys want to come? Do you want to come with me and see a bunch of pile of cute 12 puppies that are a month old? Dawn's Crazy Journey, you're super right. Healthcare does need to be more holistic and less big pharma. And if you haven't already signed up yet, I really urge you to join my free class. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to teach you how to make your remedies super, super tasty so that your kids and your family will want to actually take them. I'm going to teach you 8 of the most potent remedies you have right inside of your kitchen cabinet that are phenomenal to know, especially during cold and flu season, things like that. I'm going to teach you the bigger secrets that the big pharma turkeys don't want us to know so that they can keep all kinds of billions of dollars in their own pockets and out of ours and keep the power in their world. I am not anti-pharmaceutical. I have been saved. My life has been saved by Western medicine, and I'm so grateful for that, because if it weren't for it, I wouldn't be here. My beautiful daughter wouldn't be here, and that would be really sad. But they are extremely overused, extremely abused, and misused. The ways in which they trick people and give them things that are causing so much harm in people's lives, whether it's the awful side effects, the addiction that comes from it. Gosh, the list, I could ramble on about that forever, and it's not why I'm here. I want to talk about what we can do instead of what we can't do. I want to empower us to make a difference in our lives instead of just spend all of our time whining and complaining about the crap system that we are a part of. We are a part of it, whether we like it or not. But what we can do is change the way we live our own unique lives. We can't change them, except for if we get more and more and more and more of us doing this so that we're not giving them so much money. I'm going to walk you guys to puppies. You ready? First, here's a couple of puppies. That's my boy Pepe. He is an Aussie Shepherd Border Collie. I'm going to flip this around if I can. Let me see. I may not be able to, guys. This once upon a time was really easy to do, right? This is the daddy of the puppies. His name is Spice. He is far from intelligent. I'm just going to put it that way. This is Gouda. My doggies are old. They are 12 plus, and my best friend Jordy just passed in August, and I was the first human to touch him, and we were together for 15 and a half years. I thought he was going to die of Christmas 2020. I spent my Christmas crying because I thought he was going to die, and he didn't die until August because I was able to start using some really powerful herbs and dietary measures, and went on many, many more hikes with him in that 8 months. It was beautiful. This is Mama. This is Sugar. So Mom and Dad are named Sugar and Spice. And now I'll take you guys into the puppy room. They're sleeping, but they might go, and I'm not going to let the big dogs go.
Yeah, put the skate down then.
There's my daughter. She's coloring a bunny.
She's doing a video thing.
Everybody's chilling. It's nap time around my family. Oh, let me put the doggy door down. I promise you guys, there's puppies coming. Okay. Oh my goodness. I hope I do a decent job of filming this for you. You guys ready? Oh, little baby puppies. Oh, look at you. I can't see if I'm giving you guys the best shot, but these little babies are precious. Look at them. Look at that little sleepy baby. Can you guys see these babies? Aren't they so cute? They're such sweeties. They really, really are. They're so cute. Everybody's like, oh, you're coming home with a puppy. And I'm like, no, they're really cute, but the last thing I need is another little puppy right now. Okay, anyways, guys, hopefully you think they're so cute, just like I do. Oh, these two are giving each other little love kisses. Little babies. Such a big litter, too. Like, I can't imagine having 12 puppies, and I feel so bad for that mama and all of her milk. Like she's got so much milk going on. Anyways, I just figured it would be fun to share that with you guys and just pop on. I've been having a lot of fun with these lives with you guys, and yeah, definitely a joyful universe. It's amazing. Puppy love. My daughter's in heaven with it too. It's so amazing. And anyways, that's it today. Let me know if you guys come up with questions. Feel free to shoot me a DM. If you haven't already registered for From Pills to Plants, it's my free herb class. We're going to talk about 8 of the most potent herbal remedies you have inside of your kitchen cabinet. There's a link in my bio for it, so it's right up top. I always say heaven's made of dogs. I agree. Here comes my 8-year-old daughter who's living in paradise with puppies. This is Anira. Oh, more puppy shots for you. They're all going to go get you.
They smell like puppy.
Yeah, they do. They got puppy breath and little sharp teeth and cute little tummies. Oh, I love when they yawn. Okay, guys. Yeah, I do have a class. It's going to be a lot of fun. We'll talk about 8 of the potent remedies you have inside of your kitchen cabinet right now and how you can use them in a really safe and effective way. Hold on, baby. We'll also talk about how to make your herbal remedies so tasty that your kiddo will fall in love with them. And we will talk about some of the big secrets that the drug companies don't want us to know and how we can work around them, how you can start growing your own herbs and plants and really start taking better care of yourself and better care of your family. So we can take better care of our planet and each other. So thanks so much, guys, for hopping on live with me. I'll be going somewhere around 2 again tomorrow. And then Monday through Friday, I'll be live at 2. And if you have not joined the free class yet, definitely do that. Share it with your friends so that together we can make herbalism spread like wildflowers. I wish you a beautiful puppy breath filled day and another little puppy shot. Bye. Bye, guys. Oh, but I don't know how to turn this thing off.